Main event time, and the champion is the younger man by 4 years and the shorter by just an inch, but in professional terms, notably more experienced. That said, both men have only tasted defeat once, and both are unbeaten in BAMMA. On paper, this is the perfect world title matchup, and our MC, Buddy Johnson, is the perfect man to announce our main event tonight.
Live from the SSE Arena in Wembley on ITV4. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. BAMMA London, sponsored by RDX Sports. Giant Inside presents 3 5-minute rounds of your main event action. This is a unification bout to determine your undisputed welterweight champion of the world. Introducing first your RDX welterweight champion in the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighing officially at 169 pounds even. A professional record of 8 wins to a single defeat. Representing NFM and Phuket top team. From Denham, Buckinghamshire, he is your reigning RDX welterweight champion, Terry, the Dominator, Brazier. And now, presenting your defending world champion, standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in officially at 168.6 pounds. He has a professional record of 14 wins to a single defeat. Representing All-Rounders MMA and MMA Factory. He hails from Bobigny, France, but fights out of London, England. Presenting your reigning welterweight champion of the world, Alex the Kid Lohore. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Mark Goddard.
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules you fight under. Listen to me at all times, keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. Let's do it.
Chris, the atmosphere has gone through the roof here. Everybody is on their feet. Both men hugely supported. This has been so anticipated, and we are now finally ready to go with this title fight.
Both guys have promised a stoppage victory. Alex Lohore and Terry Brazier did not take their eyes off each other during the announcements.
Both men upright, and you can hear each punch thrown, the crowd go crazy. In the first left hook, and you hear the whoa from the crowd. They're really getting behind the men here.
Terry's squatting really low. I think he's worried about that takedown.
You can also explode up from the crouch with the hook like he did with the left-hander. There you go, the exploding up, left and right to follow.
As I said, one of my keys to victory is for both guys to stay off their back. Stay off the fence, keep their back to middle space. Very intriguing to see two guys who have great right hands, awesome ground and pound, good submissions.
And Chris, let's talk about the grudge. That goes out the window. They'll both have huge mutual respect for the other's ability, and we're seeing it here. Huge bolo punch from Lohore, but out of range, and that crouch again from Brazier as he comes forward.
Yeah, Terry trying to play a little bit of the peekaboo there, keep the hands up. Then try to either come over the top or force Alex to throw something, overextend, overstep, and then counter.
Oh, but he got caught just as he threw his own shot, Chris, and suddenly Brazier is rocked. He goes for the takedown, but while he was in the offensive, that's when you're vulnerable, and that's when Lohore caught him.
Lohore looking to come in, but he's got to be careful. This is when Terry's dangerous. When he's hurt, he's a real tough guy to deal with here in this front headlock position. Good work. Lohore hand fights, 2-on-1. And we're into the clinch.
Well, we saw that with Gahadze. When we thought that he was caught cleanly by Gahadze and out there, he turned it around. And the same's happened here. Alex Lahore's just landed another knee. But Brazier under the same pressure as he was in that previous bout.
Looking to get the pickup here. He's got that body lock. But Lahore's doing the right thing and spreading his weight correctly. So looking for the, oh yeah, beautiful judo there. looking for the right Goshi throw, and Brazier right back up.
Oh, incredible start, living up to the hype, this one already in the opening round. And the strength of Brazier there after being hurt early, picking him up and slagging him to the canvas. What a dream start to this bout, Chris.
Excellent control here from Terry Brazier. He's gonna try and cradle Lohore. You can see him trying to work his hands together there, underneath the left leg of Alex. Alex is gonna be smart, stay grounded here, and carefully work his way back to his feet.
Yes. Halfway through the round, and it's flown, Chris, and back and forward, as we thought. You said in the build-up that both these men have got such similar skill sets, and so it's proving right here, right now.
Terry is again looking for that reshot. Part of good wrestling is not just that first takedown or the first attempt, but how you continue to chain that attack together. He's got that ankle pick. He's got to watch out for the elbows, but when Alex strikes, Terry can dump and suck his hips away.
Yes, you see him sit out and stall here, and we know how strong he is. He's like an anaconda in this position, Chris.
And Alex has got that figure four, but was forced to abandon. Good defense here from Terry. Terry looking to step over and sweep that arm away. Can't quite get it.
Testing times for the champion here, as Terry Brazier looks to pile on the pressure, and we know how he can do that. We've seen in the past that he really increases the pressure as he goes on, and a little left there that Lohore had to take as he got back to his feet.
Alex looking for that big right hand, but he oversteps. Terry gets a takedown. Beautiful stuff. Lasses up the legs, clears them, passes with the takedown, and he's going to force the back.
Chris, I felt that shot from the champion Lohore showed he was rattled. It was a big right and gave Terry this chance now. It was that big looping right that's got him in trouble.
He's got one hook in, this is good. Cross the ankles, one hook works here. You can still tap him if he gets that good back control. I like it. We're seeing some great grappling from both guys, but right now Terry in the ascendancy.
Inside the last minute of a furious opening round. What a pace and what excitement already.
Terry again looking to try to hold on to that arm. I can't quite tell what sort of grip he has here, but he's got options. He can step over the back. He's got a couple of submissions here. Oh, he's gonna go for the triangle choke. Tough to get that there though. Lohore escapes. Well done for Alex Lohore.
Oh, 19 seconds left. What an opening round. And Brazier's already had his moments, his chance. He's been hurt, he's come back. And now it's the champion side control. You couldn't ask for more as the 10-second comes in, Chris. Breathtaking stuff, this. Absolutely breathtaking.
Alex is going to ride out this position here, really smart. He escaped a couple of bad places, puts the hands up, but was that enough to win the round? So let's take a look at some of the action here. Here we saw some great stuff, and that short right hand, that was crazy. That shows you how athletic Alex is. Up with the high kick, in with the right hand.
Yeah, it's the timing, and look here, bang, on the button. But we saw this before. Terry Brazier takes it, sucks it up, and look what he responds with, Chris.
So Alex was thinking about trying to grab that neck. He's got an awesome guillotine. You can even see him holding onto it here to try to get back up to his feet. But Terry did a good job of getting heavy, making him feel that pressure, working him up against the fence. The fence can be your friend in these positions. Great round for both guys. I think I got that Terry Brazier 10-9, despite a really significant single strike from Alex Lohore.
Yes, Brazier recovered well from that shot, which was right on the button, I've got to be fair. But what an incredible back. And do you know what, with 2 rounds to go, Chris, this is still anyone's fight.
So 2 of a scheduled 3 here, the world title on the line.
Oh, and it's bubbling so nicely, and everything we thought about this fight coming true here.
It's been a very disciplined performance from both guys. Sometimes we see, Alex and Terry throw caution to the wind, but I think they're so aware of each other's skill set. Look at that, Terry with that back fist with the lead hand, back to orthodox.
As I said to you, Chris, there's the grudge, but there's also the mutual respect of those skill sets. 2 highly talented men in there, and that crouch again, and that's what he explodes up from. It's that Tyson-style crouch for Brazier, and he uses it to propel the punch forward. Capoeira there, Chris, bit of showboating from Terry Brazier.
Yeah, trying to kind of get a little bit of a draw step where he'll kind of work forward, then back, and then in again. to pull Alex in. But Alex is not playing these games. He's going to engage on his terms. He's a champion for a reason.
Oh yes, as we said, a 10-fight winning streak, and he is still a finisher. But that's what I find disappointing in this bout. Twice now, he's left himself open with a huge looping right hand. If it lands, yes, it's all over. But if it doesn't, look at the trouble he found himself in last time.
Yeah, the key word is the setup, right? Lohore, nice jab there. Right hand, big uppercut there. Brazier connects. He's got that front headlock again. He loves this position. Good scramble from Alex, back to his feet. He's got to protect himself here, though.
And we saw it against Walter Gahatsa. Terry Brazier is most dangerous when he's been clipped.
Or in and out of the clinch, and Alex knows that. So he did a good job of pushing away there, not eating any knees or short punches or elbows on the exit. And again, Alex has got his back to space here, right? Very smart. He wants to stay off the fence.
And Terry, for me, playing kidology here with the champion, that movement, that moving. Here we go, look, that's psychological. That's saying, I'm in control here. But still, with that rolling, Chris, you roll and throw, and that's what he's going to look for. It's all a setup for that roll and throw as he comes forward. Alex is having none of it again. That's why he's keeping the distance, because he knows somewhere at this point, Terry will then come forward with the rolling hook. There it comes. That's what he was. Oh, he's caught him this time. The legs went.
Huge right hand there from Brazier. Alex Lohore looking to recover, back to the feet. That was massive. This is smart, though. Terry's got to go right to that double leg.
It was the roll and throw. You could see it coming. It was the timing, and finally he got it.
Terry Brazier on fire here, looking for that high crotch single leg. Lohore is tough to take down, but Terry's been able to get it done.
Well, both men have taken huge shots and shown remarkable recovery. Incredible, real champions here in the cage.
Alex is smart. He's grounded right now, so you can't use all the techniques that you would standing up, and he avoided the takedown there. Good stuff.
Oh, this bout is really living up to the hype. Backwards and forwards, both men's chins have been tested, not found wanting. Incredible stuff, and as you said, Alex still thinking in there. But you've got to say, Terry Brazier has really forced the issue across these opening rounds.
Nice short knee there from Alex. But again, Brazier gets the takedown.
And one of them is bleeding. I think there's blood on the back of Terry Brazier here, and I'm not surprised the way these two have gone at it.
Alex trying to get a takedown here, perhaps, but Terry just staying very tight, making him feel his weight, right? Making him work. Alex doesn't look tired, but there's been a couple of deep breaths.
Yeah, the blood's coming from Alex's nose. It's nothing dangerous, but the pace of this bout, no wonder the deep breaths coming in. And here they go again, the crowd at fever pitch.
Both these guys thrive on chaos. They love these types of fights. Messy fights, in your face, close range.
Brazier is so dangerous when he's under pressure. We saw that last time out, and he's proved it again here tonight. Alex Lohore proving his own durability. He hasn't amassed that record for nothing. You're seeing why here.
Alex was going to try to put Brazier up against the fence, but Terry did a good job of reversing that. Whoever can do this more successfully is going to be able to win the fight.
Well, Terry trying to get space there, first for the knee and then for the takedown again, Chris.
Good spread here from Alex. He's got to continue to try to negate Terry being able to get underneath his base. That's the game here.
And we've seen in the past, though, for Brazier, he can be relentless in this position. He squeezes and pushes, but Alex is out. And is there a turnaround here as he looks for the big knee right hand? In the last 10 seconds, this bout's got everything.
Great stuff there from the champ. Alex able to stuff the head, prevent the takedown, but...
Now Brazier's cut above the right eye, and I think he's saying that was late. I think he's saying that was after the bell. Brazier is definitely cut over the right eye.
Well, never mind after the bell. Let's talk about some of the action here in that round. Beautiful looping right hook there from Terry.
Well, it was that roll and throw, Chris. He'd been working it throughout the bout, and it landed cleanly there.
And just wild punches from both guys. Terry thinking about that front headlock position there at the bell. Alex doing a great job of holding on to the one hand and then coming across with a punch, but yeah, that shot was right at the bell.
Oh, two incredible rounds, and both men giving their all. for this welterweight world title. Incredible stuff, and they're working on the eye of Brazier. So we've got nose damage for Lohore, eye damage for Brazier. What a bag, Chris.
Listen to the crowd here tonight. Packed out in London to see Alex Lohore versus Terry Brazier. It's a London rivalry. It's champion versus champion Malcolm. What a round here we have on tap.
Yes, the final round in an incredible world title bout. Both men taken heavy shots. Both men shown to not be wanting. And we talked about the heart beforehand. They've both proved this tonight, beyond a doubt, Chris.
And the interesting thing for me right now is the fact that Terry is probably up on the scorecards. Alex might need a stoppage here.
Yes, I agree with you, Chris. I think the champion, at least, if not a stoppage, needs a very big round indeed.
Yeah, 10-8 round. I think those were 10-9 previously. 10-9, 10-9, Terry Brazier, but...
He's relentless in his pursuit of Lohore here. And that's where the strength factor for Brazier comes in.
Alex is looking to work that choke. He's got an awesome guillotine, and he often uses it really in two ways. Number one, to, of course, threaten the finish, or two, to try to work his way off the fence. I've seen him stand up off his back using that technique and actually choke a guy before, so... But Terry has studied this.
Well, Brazier, Terry's head popped out, but it's popped straight back in again.
And he's gonna keep his shoulder really tight to prevent Alex from bringing his right arm in, so no danger there. One arm, it would be really difficult to finish that.
And this is what Alex Lohore does not need. He needs a big round. He doesn't need to be in this position. And Terry Brazier's fans, I think they're almost there now, Chris.
Nice escape here from Alex. He came out the back door with that left underhook. Terry trying to fight with the wizard here. Short punches here from Brazier, but he's got to keep his base. That's the thing. Alex can take him down here.
Yes, this is a vital round for the champion now. Alex Lohore, he needs that takedown. He needs some dominant time here in the third round. Coming down to 3 minutes of the fight now. One thing I've noticed, Chris, this bout has flown by.
And it's been a grueling pace. The type of cardio it takes to keep this kind of pressure and momentum in these types of exchanges, it's one of the most unsung positions in MMA, this kind of infighting in the clinch or to and from the mat off the fence. Big takedown here for Alex. This is huge.
Yes, he needs it. We're in the halfway point of the final round in the welterweight world title.
And he's got that left wrist of Terry tied up with that wrist ride. He stepped over the legs here. Let's see which way he goes with it. He may try to work to the back.
Yes, and he's got enough time as well. 2.5 minutes now on the clock. Is there something big still in the tank from the champion, Alex the Kid Lohore?
He's going to be smart here. He knows he's got a couple of minutes on the clock. He's got to make this position count. One hook in on the right. What he'd like to do is sort of try to open up the left side as well, but he may go straight to the choke. He may not even be worried about those hooks. You can see him trying to fish his left arm underneath the chin. Terry knows this, and he's going to sort of tuck his chin and fight that.
Stylistically, both men, as you said beforehand, proving very similar in what they attempt to do and how they execute it, Chris.
Alex might try to roll him to expose that other hook, but it's tough to see the grip he has right now. There we go. You can see him trying to roll and use the knee as a fulcrum and then slide that other hook in.
Oh, Chris, dangerous times for Terry Brazier here. After possibly 2 dominant rounds, he's in real trouble against the champion. You cannot write the champion Alex Lohore off, but he breaks free. Listen to the crowd there. What a moment.
Nice escape from Terry, but he's going to give up mount. That's a risky maneuver.
Oh, he had to, though, Chris. This has got everything, as we said, and with just over a minute left, coming to the boil here in round 3, because the world title is at stake.
You'll notice Alex grapevining in with his insteps, trying to stretch Terry out. 60 seconds to go on the clock.
Oh, my goodness, a big position here that I feel the champion really has to exploit, Chris.
I like the forearm pressure. He can use that to try to open up positions and land those punches.
And And we're coming inside the last minute now. We'll soon be inside the last 30 seconds. And listen to the crowd as Terry Brazier reverses position.
Huge escape there from Terry Brazier. Alex was thinking about that triangle choke, but Brazier stuffs the legs. Back to the feet, 30 seconds to go.
Unbelievable stuff. And Alex Lohore comes in with the front kick again. The roll and the double leg takedown attempt from Terry Brazier slips. Alex Lohore straight in there.
Both guys are exhausted right now. Terry trying to hold on to that low single, but Alex might go for an inverted triangle here.
Well, they say to leave everything in the cage, win or lose, and that's exactly what both these men have done. And do you know what? We feel it's Brazier's, but there could be a sting in the tail here, Chris.
What a fight. What a fight.
The grudge is settled. We're going to find out if the title's won and who by. The official verdict coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Mr. Mark Goddard, would like to congratulate both fighters on an excellent main event. So round of applause for both fighters, come on. Now, this bout goes a distance, your main event. And we go to your judges' scorecards. Judge Kevin Koppel scores the bout 29-28 in favor of Lahore. Judge David Letherby scores the bout 29-28 in favor of Brazier. And our third and final judge, Ben Cartledge, scores the bout 29-28, presenting your undisputed welterweight champion of the world by split decision, Terry the Dominator Brazier.
Champion Terry Brazier is now the dominant welterweight in the BAMMA roster.
Terry, you just dethroned a guy that has a 10-fight win streak, and he's been ripping through every welterweight that is being put in front of him. How do you feel?
Listen, if you're not humble in this sport, the sport will humble you. And tonight, one man got humbled. But let me tell you something. My great mother, she passed away 4 days ago. So I love you, Mum. And this is for you. Love you.